Let us not forget everything that happens is by the will of Allah. It's time to unite and stand, and we will be the best amongst men. It's not time to be extreme or usually unthinkable, but to stand together as one. Into Sunnahfollowers, streaming every day, various platforms. Trust me, you'll find a way. Sunnahfollowers.
Assalamu alaikum. I hit the wrong button. I know I'm frozen for you guys. It's just hard for me to work all of this. Let me try it again. I messed up. Hold on. And people, people texting me too. Coming in. Where's Zoom? Okay, this is Zoom. Now go back here and bring us on. Here we should be going live now in 3, 2, 1. Now we're back. Okay, alhamdulillah, for those of you who are joining us now, we just finished watching episode 17 of season 2 of the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And by the way, guys, this is what Mukhtar will be covering today in his class on the life of the Prophet. This very same part that we're covering here with the kids. So I do have questions from today's episode that you guys can be a part of, the children answering. Let me do this. Sorry, I have to remember that whenever I switch, I have to switch this way. Here it is. Okay, this is going to be the PowerPoint for you guys there. And for the people on Zoom, what is this? They need to be able to see it too. So I got to take it back to my YouTube channel. Here it is. And I'll share them to you guys live. Okay, there we are. For the people on YouTube, inshallah, you guys can see. Here's my questions from today's episode, which was episode 17 of season 2 of the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is the after effects. These are the after effects of the Battle of the Trench. Okay. Let's look at the first question. The Quraysh could not understand why the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam kept winning his battles. Is this statement true or is this statement false? After the Battle of the Trench, they could not understand. Is it true or false? Go ahead.
True. False.
Oh, we got two different answers. How many people say true?
True. True. True.
Okay.
True.
Good job. The correct answer is true. This is true, guys. This is true. They could not understand why. And they couldn't understand why.
Was fine.
They couldn't understand why, even though they had more men fighting against the Muslims kept winning. And they could not understand why. And remember, Allah sent that storm to help too. So while the Quraysh were trying to figure out why they kept winning, the Jews, the tribe of Qurayza, they decided they were going to do something. What did they decide to do? Did they decide to accept that the Prophet Muhammad was the prophet? Or did, I'm sorry. Or did they decide to fight the prophet again? What did the Jews decide to do? Did they decide to
fight him again? Fight him again.
MashaAllah, good job. They decided to fight him again. So that's what was going on while the Quraysh were trying to figure out what was it about this man. Why is it that every time, even though we got all these people, he still keeps winning against us? And while they were trying to figure that out, the Jews were like, well, we're just going to plan another attack. And this is when Musaylimah is introduced. And remember, Brother Mukhtar will be speaking about Musaylimah tonight. I want everyone listening to me to join our 7 o'clock class tonight, because Brother Mukhtar will be going into detail about who Musaylimah was. Now, Musaylimah claimed to be what? Did he claim to be a prophet, or did he claim to be Allah? Which one?
A prophet.
MashaAllah. Musaylimah appeared during this time. He was not a Jew, he was an Arab, but he claimed that he was a prophet of Allah, and he caused a lot of problems for the Muslims. You're going to hear about him tonight. Join the 7 o'clock class with Brother Mukhtar, because he's going to go into detail about Musaylimah. And we also showed in this episode how a man from the tribe of Qurayza had planned to kill the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A man had planned to kill the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but the companions found out about it, and they brought this man before the Prophet. And what did the Prophet do? Did the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam keep him in the mosque just so the man can learn about the Muslims, or did the Prophet just lock him in jail? Which one?
Keep him in the mosque to learn.
MashaAllah, exactly. And that shows the wisdom that our Prophet Muhammad had. He didn't come to kill people. He wanted to try to call the people to Islam. So instead of him killing that man like the Romans would have done, he just told the man, I'm going to keep you in the mosque and allow you to watch us so you can see that we're not the bad people that your leaders are telling you that we are. We want you to learn from us and learn about our lifestyle in hopes that you will be attracted to our lifestyle. So that shows the wisdom of our Prophet Muhammad. So what did the Prophet do after a few days? Did he release the man? Is this true that after a few days the Prophet let him go, or did the Prophet keep him long as a prisoner? True or false?
He let him go. He let him go.
Exactly. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam let the man go after that. And what happened when the Prophet released him? The man, he never converted to Islam. Is that true or is that false? Did the man leave and never convert to Islam? Is that true or false?
False.
It's false, because when the Prophet let him go, what did the man do? He converted. The man became a Muslim. And that's how Islam spread. And that's how it spreads today. It's from our actions. If we show the rest of the world just how beautiful Islam is, how it's a way of life based on justice, based on dignity, based on balance. If we would show the people through our actions, more people would convert to Islam. And after the man became Muslim, the man performed Umrah with the Muslims. Is that statement true or false?
False.
Okay,
False.
good job. This is false. He made Umrah by himself, didn't he?
False.
Yes, he made Umrah by himself. After the man was released, he converted to Islam and he went back to Mecca to make Umrah, to change his life for the better. Subhanallah. So this was a great episode because this episode showed us that, first of all, the Prophet Muhammad was intelligent. You know, he knew that the way to appeal to the people was not through violence, okay, through being a violent leader. He was filled with compassion. And because of the compassion and allowing that man to live amongst them in the mosque just for a few days, that man was able to see that the Muslims were good people because we prayed, you know, we cleaned ourselves, we thought about Allah. We were a brotherhood. We were a sisterhood based on well better. And that appealed to this man. And he converted and went back to Mecca to spread the message to them that the things that the Quraysh are saying about the Prophet Muhammad and his followers is wrong. They're not criminals. They're good people. All they want to do is practice their religion. All they want to do is worship Allah the way he commanded us to worship him. So, mashallah, that was today's episode. And in this episode was introduced Musaylama the liar. Musaylama the liar. And what I want you guys to do, again, is to participate in the 7 o'clock class tonight with Brother Mukhtar, because inshallah, Brother Mukhtar will be discussing in detail, you know, just how horrific, which means bad, how bad a person Musaylama was, and how Musaylama posed a great threat to the Muslims. So I want you guys to be here for that. So alhamdulillah, this was a good session, you know, with our Sunnah follower kids. I want to thank all of you for joining and participating. Next week, we'll be doing hadith number, what's the hadith number, 22? And then we'll do episode 19 of the story of the Prophet Muhammad. I want all of you to join the 6 o'clock class if you can, and the 7 o'clock class. Okay? So for now, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, everybody. And take a nice break, and we'll see you at 6, inshallah.
Waalaikumsalam. Waalaikumsalam.